speak up equally. Get it, everyone?
Clear, ma'am.
Now I will share you the next material that actually we have already touched this topic in general on our second meetings when I share you about how to identify the topic sentence and then detail and supporting detail. But this is the focus discussion that I will share to you. In this class, it is okay for you to interrupt my explanations. Yeah, it's okay. And then now there always be those two terminologies. We always hear main idea and then topic sentence. What make them different? Just read it in 3 minutes. Sometimes we misunderstand about it and then we think that they are different things. So please just read it in 3 minutes. Okay, now after you read these definitions, I believe that you now will understand what is main idea and what is topic sentence. While from these explanations, I will invite volunteer for sharing your conclusion. Any volunteer to share? So how do you understand main idea and topic sentence after you read these definitions? Hi, okay. Nur Afifah, time is yours.
Okay, from this text, I got this. So the difference of the main idea and topic sentence is, in main idea we call in reading, but in topic sentence in writing class, and the main idea is can take from everything that is in the text, and from that we can look at the sentence and take all the points of the paragraph that we're reading. So main idea it can get from everything that in the text. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. So basically, main idea and topic sentence is similar. The difference is the field. So you will use main idea, the term of main idea for reading. There will never be a question like, what is the topic sentence of paragraph A? It will always be, what's the main idea? And then for answering this question, what is the main idea? The first thing that you have to find is finding the topic sentence in the paragraph. And after that, you can change it or try to find the closest answer, since the main idea mostly will be described through phrase in multiple choices in reading, or it will be paraphrased with another sentence. So in reading text, you will never have exactly same topic sentence from the paragraph for the multiple choice. But you know that when you have this question, of course, it is asking us about the topic sentence. And like Nur Afifa said that topic sentence or main idea will representing a whole paragraph. That's why it takes everything. Later next week, I will check how do you identify the topic sentence in every paragraph from the first text. And through that process, we can learn together. That's why I never give you the result or the answer key. I will always ask you to do in your group first, and then after that, I will give assistance in our class discussion. That will always be the class methodology that I will give. While the individual activity will only be for quiz and also for the mid-test and final exam. Sometimes the assignment will also be done in group, just like you are going to do next week and the next 2 weeks from the first text and also the second text. Next, identifying topic. Like I said to you before, topic will always represent the main noun to discuss. Like we are gossiping something or someone, it is the big topic or big noun that we use in a paragraph. Wait a minute. I will be back after 2 minutes. Next, we are talking about thesis statement. Like I said to you before, if it is creative text, you don't have thesis statement. But in every paragraph, it should consist of topic sentence. But Miss, how if in a text, in a paragraph, I really cannot find the topic sentence? Just find out the topic, the theme of that paragraph, and then later you can make a predictions. If it really doesn't give us the topic sentence, yeah, just accept it because the text that you have is the data. You cannot change the data. Theoretically, in reading, we have to follow the rule. But how if we find author that doesn't follow that rule? Yeah, we have exactly know the rule, and then we can evaluate someone's work, and then we also can make revisions from his work if it is us or it is possible. You can give the suggestions. So text statement, it will only can be seen in essay text, academic text, essay text. Non-essay text, you never find thesis statement. Essay text can be found in academic report, for example, writing assignment, or a short paragraph report for any subject. Actually, you have to put essay, self essay. So you talk about yourself, give a personal justification about ourselves or personal statement for finding a scholarship, or you can have it for TOEFL test, IELTS test, and any assignment in academic purpose. Wait a minute, my husband is Okay. And it will always be in the introduction part. The position will be same like topic sentence. It can be anywhere, but it will sum up every point on the body paragraph. For like previously, I said to you when you want to describe your mom, that your mom is a wonderful woman in the world, in your life. So you are going to describe it to make sure it through her characteristic, her attitude, her performance. So that point should be mentioned in the statement since it will sum up the topic of each paragraph, that you cannot find it in any creative text like newspaper, news article, just like the text one and text two that we have already had. Next is the topic sentence. In every paragraph, like I said to you before, there will always be 2 points, main points, topic sentence and detail. Miss, is it possible if I don't put any supporting detail? Yeah, it's okay. So if you want to just say that KFC claim its animal welfare advisory program is key to its animal welfare program. And then you have the detail, Dr. Dukan and 5 other members of council say otherwise. And then all resign in this gas over KFC refusal. Adele Douglas said blah blah blah. Why do they are identified as detail? Because the second and third the second and third don't explain more about the first point. So later, please look at again, flip back again on your analysis. Identically, a paragraph should consist of topic sentence, detail, followed by supporting detail. But some case, the writer only put the main components only. So topic sentence and detail only. Next, you only can find supporting detail if it is the explanations from the previous part. If it is, wait a minute. Okay, so I want you to just look at this sample paragraph and then try to understand why this paragraph doesn't have supporting detail. Why those 3 sentences after the topic sentence are categorized as detail. Okay, I will give you a 5-minute reading and then 3 minutes self-reflection. 8 minutes total. Time is yours. Okay, I hope that you can see the link and make your own uh, conclusion, self-reflection. Look at here. KFC claims on its website that its Animal Welfare Advisory Council has been a key factor in formulating our animal welfare program. So KFC said that they have an advisory council that make a support for animal welfare program. But Dr. Duncan, along with 5 other former members of this advisory council, say otherwise. So there is a rebuttal on that statement. Second, they all resigned in disgust over the company's refusal to take animal welfare seriously. So number second, it is only talking that they say otherwise, the opposite, but there is no more explanation about what do they say, what rebuttal did they say. But if we have the keyword otherwise, means that KFC tells lie. And then second information is something different. They all resign. Second, they say otherwise. Second, they resign. And then third, Adele Douglas, one of those who resigned, said in SEC filing reported on by never had any meeting. They never asked any advice, and then they touted to the press that they had his animal welfare advisory committee. I felt like I was being used. This one. Miss, why don't we say this one? Never had blah blah blah. Until use is not supporting detail. Kok yang ini never had any meeting, they never blah blah blah, because it is the statement said by Adele Douglas. There is no paraphrase. Actually, we can just omit it. Jadi ini sebenarnya never had ini udah ada tanda petiknya. Dia itu adalah apa yang diomongkan oleh Adele Douglas. Now, how will we make it into how if we want to complete with supporting detail? The first, the point you have to identify this one. Okay, the keyword. Say otherwise, and then discuss in resign in discuss, and then statement. Say it in blah blah blah. Next, I said to you before, when you have already had the name, number, actually they are supporting detail. Yeah, actually they are supporting detail. To simplify it, to make us easier to understand. So for this sample, that means why it is called as detail. There will be many theories. This is also right. Why? You also have to find the link that it is different thing. Yang pertama itu dia mengungkapkan sesuatu yang berbeda. Yang kedua mereka resign. Terus yang ketiga ada Adele Douglas yang resign. Kemudian dia bilang ini. In our class, we will make an agreement. Anytime you have name, number, untuk kalau ada udah nama spesifik, kemudian contoh, kemudian data, it should be a supporting detail. Yeah. Why should we make that boundaries? Because we have to make it easier for us to understand. Until this part, any idea? Any question? Now we focus on the first and second. Miss, why we cannot say that they resign is the result of the event for the previous sentence. We have to see the link. Do you think that someone resigned from being an advisory council member because they say otherwise? It can be supporting detail if we say, but Dr. Denkans, along with 5 other former members of this advisory council, say otherwise. They prove that KFC doesn't run the program well. Baru boleh. Karena next statement itu adalah keterangan dari say otherwise. Atau for example, masuk ke contoh nih. For example, in 2020 until 2022, KFC was reported not running animal welfare program under advisory council's suggestion. Contoh, kalau data said otherwise, since based on the data reported by KFC and the reality had by Animal Welfare Advisory Council showed a different result. Jadi itu cara kita analyze, oh ini dia detail aja, dia supporting detail atau bukan. And then they all resign in disgust over the company refusal to take animal welfare seriously. Ada event yang kedua nih, beda. Kemudian, how to complete it with supporting detail. Berikan contohnya, misalkan di tanggal sekian mereka they deliver a summation for KFC for the company's refusal to take animal welfare, but they didn't get any positive response from KFC, misalkan. Jadi kita cari nih, kalau ingin menganalisis ini detail atau supporting detail, try to see the link. And then second, you have to be able to complete with your own sentence. For example, this one is missing some supporting detail. How to complete it? Cari caranya untuk mengkomplitkan. This is the way for us to identify the paragraph. That's I ask you to later flip back again on your group analysis whether it has already been right or not. Next. Before I continue to the next part, any question, discussion? This is wait. Okay. It is another example, yeah, that you can read. Great Cancer and Pink KFC bags. I think I want you to read it first. Let me check. Okay, I will ask you to read this paragraph first in how long? 5 minutes, isn't it? 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I hope you to find whether you get thesis statement from the first paragraph or not. Or you will only find topic sentence. Okay, 10 minutes reading activity. You can discuss with your friends via WhatsApp maybe, or via private inbox chat is okay. After 10 minutes, I will ask 2 volunteers to speak up. Okay, time is yours. Anyone has been ready with your finding? We focus on the first paragraph first. Do you find a topic sentence or thesis statement in that paragraph? Anyone? Oh, okay. Gary, do you want to say something? It's okay. Time is yours.
Okay. So the topic sentence that I found for the first paragraph is talking about the largest grassroots cancer advocacy group partnered with KFC.
Okay, thank you. Any other opinion? Any other opinion? Kalian nemuin tesis statement, ingat, kalau topik sentence itu hanya merepresentasikan paragraf itu saja. Tapi kalau tesis statement, dia merepresentasikan seluruh teks, seluruh artikel yang terdiri dari banyak paragraf. Okay, now it is, I will give you opportunity. I have 28 students. Everyone, please give you your comment in your inbox chat. Give me the reason. Did you find topic sentence or thesis statement on the first paragraph and give me the reason? Oke, 5 menit Miss Dewi tunggu. Saya akan discuss kalau sudah ada 15 responden in our inbox chat. Tapi semuanya harus menjawab karena Miss Dewi nanti akan checklist attendance, absensi dari jawaban kalian di inbox chat. Once again, I will repeat the conclusions. Kalau, if you find it a topic sentence, it only representing one paragraph. So it will be another thing of the second paragraph. But if it is thesis statement, it represents a whole paragraph in a whole article or text. I'm scared. I keep waiting. You still have 5 minutes more actually, but I will invite you to share your opinion in our inbox chat. It is individual comment. I will wait 28 students in my participants list, and then I will start our class discussion after I get at least a 15 answers in our inbox chat. Okay, time is yours. all the time you have at college to really prepare your English comprehensions for your future. First, I get from Ecclesia. It is topic sentence. It is ironic that the largest breast cancer group in the world, a group called Susan, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Topic sentence. Sarah also found topic sentence in paragraph. One sentence and forgive statement. Why the writer? Sarah? Okay. Topic sentence. Shahawa said it is a topic sentence. And then happy, topic sentence. Okay, let's we discuss. It's okay, I can stop the discussion now. I will start the discussion. Okay. Remember that if it is the topic sentence, it will represent and it will finish within one paragraph. Kalau dia topik sentence, dia itu selesai dibahas di paragraf 1 itu. Look at the first sentence. In this sample, why do I give you this a little bit tricky sample? Because I believe that if you have been able to understand it, it will be easier for you to identify other one. Ini ada kata contradiction. We live in a world of profound contradictions. Some things are just unbelievable strange. At times, I feel like I found a way to adapt to the weirdness of the world, and then along comes something that just boggles my mind. It is ironic that the largest grassroots breast cancer advocacy group in the world, a group called Susan G. Komen for the Cure, has now partnered with the fast food chain KFC, known for its high-fat food and questionable treatment of its chicken, in a national bucket for the Cure campaign. The program began last month and runs through the end of May. Next, KFC is taking every chance it can manufacture to trumpet the fact that it will donate blah blah blah. Ini selanjutnya. If you have only topic sentence, you will have this information, the contradictions complete. Selesai nih. Tapi kalau apakah kontradiksi ini hanya diterangkan dengan ini cancer comment for the cure, jadi like volunteer for cancer ground, kemudian kok dia bekerja sama dengan KFC. Kemudian paragraf kedua, kita bicara tentang KFC saja. KFC bagaimana dia akan memberikan donasinya. How will KFC provides donation for this program? So, when it is topic sentence, remember that you will find the topic. Ada kata bendanya nih yang diomongin, bukan something general. Misalkan teman-teman tadi bilang, it is ironic that the largest grassroots breast cancer advocacy group in the world, a group called Susan Komen, has now partnered with the fast food chain KFC. Kalau dia topik sentence, ini nggak pernah pakai ini pronoun it. It's ironic. Nah, apakah topik sentence-nya itu adalah Susan partner dengan KFC? Kalau topik sentence-nya adalah Susan komen partner dengan KFC. Pasti dia akan diceritakan lagi partnership-nya seperti apa. Kemudian dia akan bicara tentang only focus on the partnership. Tidak, nah di sini padahal dia ada di tanda petik nih. That the largest breast cancer breast atau group in the world, a group called Susan, has now partner. Ini kan enggak ini. Nah, sampai sini. Kalau dia adalah topik sentence, maka selanjutnya itu akan lebih spesifik. Pasti akan bicara tentang jenis partnership-nya, kemudian bagaimana mereka akan berkolaborasi. Tapi lihat di sini general. We live in a world of profound contradiction. The program bikin, nah ini bisa, oh ini penjelasan nih tentang programnya. Tapi menunjukkan partnership-nya itu which one? That's why in this part it is the introduction, and you will find this one as the thesis statement. Ini thesis statement. Now you can learn that all in one article. Sometimes the first paragraph is thesis statement. Jadi paragraf-paragraf di bawah-bawahnya nanti itu hanya akan bahas tentang kontradiksi. Kontradiksi tentang komen yang mensupport cancer, kesehatan, kok kerjasamanya dengan KFC yang abandon animal treatment to chicken, dan it is also fast food as one base influence in creating cancer. Jadi ini adalah introduction. How do we know that it is introduction? Karena kita menemukan ini, general opinion. Nanti kita review lagi, kalian silakan after the class you read again. Kenapa dia introduction? It is the opening. Jadi dia menceritakan thesis statement-nya itu adalah profound contradiction. Dia akan menceritakan kontradiksi. Tentang apa? Kesehatan, cancer campaign, tapi kok supporternya, fund-nya itu raising fund-nya dari KFC. Kemudian, kenapa kok it is ironic that the largest bla 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 itu bukan topik sentence? Ada 2 opinions. Sedangkan di topik sentence itu satu kalimat itu harus ada 1 topik dan 1 opini. Nah, kalau di sini it is ironic. Ada 1 nih. That the largest grassroots breast cancer has now partner with KFC. Terus yang mana nih? Mau apakah yang komen partner dengan KFC atau ironic? Kalau ironic, ini bisa ditarik lagi contradiction. Oh, berarti paragraf pertama ini dia introduction. Cirinya introduction itu apa? So it is a general background, baru ada thesis statement. Thesis statement. Nah, general background-nya apa? Tentang ini, unbelievable at time I feel like I found a way, bla bla bla. Kemudian thesis statement-nya apa? We live in a world of profound contradictions. Itu menunjukkan, oh berarti di artikel ini hanya akan menceritakan tentang contradiction. It is like when you have an essay and then you have to state your opinion whether you agree or disagree. For example, introduction-nya Miss Devi mau berikan background-nya itu mulai dari ini. Something are just unbelievable strange. At time I feel like blah 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 sampai sini. Kemudian my thesis statement can be through that phenomena, I put my I think we could not stand any longer with these situations. Nah, berarti tesis statement-nya itu adalah menunjukkan posisi kita. We cannot stand any longer with this issue. Or I will I will state my disagreement on this partnership between Common and KFC, since it is like a betrayal for us who want to support healthy campaign, for example, or health campaign. We are going to do it step by step. It is okay if you still need to chew it. I will give you extra time for reading it. Kita ulang dibaca, and then you can compare some other part that show us the topic sentence. Okay, until this part, any question? Jadi di paragraf pertama ini adalah introduction. Di introduction yang kita temukan adalah thesis statement, not topic sentence. Oke. Nah, alasannya tadi yang sudah saya sampaikan, and try to make a reflection yourself after the class. If you still have any question, next week we are going to meet again and you can ask the question. Okay? Nah, ya boleh.
Berarti maaf bicara dalam bahasa Indonesia, berarti kalau thesis statement itu selalu ada di awal ya, nggak bisa kayak di tengah, nggak bisa.
No. Mostly, thesis statement will be in the beginning or at the last of the sentence. But topic sentence can be anywhere. Kalau thesis statement itu biasanya di awal dan di akhir. As like a sum up or conclusions among all the background that we have already stated. For example, when you are going to talk about your mom is so wonderful. You can start from there are million women in this world, but there will be only angel in our life. The one who always sacrifice her life for our future, who always give her best. Mom is always the most wondrous creature in the world. She is it can be reflected from its personality, attitudes, they always support our life. Nah, boleh tuh di akhir-akhir. So we are talking about banyak nih wanita di luar sana bla bla bla, and then you close it with mom is the most wondrous creature in my life or person in my life. Oh, berarti ini dia mau ngomongin tentang betapa luar biasanya nih si ibu. Thesis statement itu pasti general opinion. Dan itu nanti akan di-repeat oleh topic sentence yang ada di body paragraph. Kayak tadi, mom is a wondrous person in my world. Atau ini, we live in a world of profound contradiction. Kita mau ngomongin ini contradiction. Tapi ada thesis statement yang sangat eksplisit. Contohnya, mom is the wonderful creature, kind-hearted person that can be seen from her attitudes and word. Oh, berarti paragraf selanjutnya itu mau ngomong perilaku ibu dan kata-kata yang dia utarakan di kita. Jadi dia pasti very general. Pertama, melihatnya itu it reflect all the paragraph. Kalau topik sentence dia hanya sampai titik sampai paragraf itu saja. Contohnya kemarin saat bicara tentang what creature do we have? Catly or the dog, just like marsupila and just like dog creature, like that we have already done before. Paragraf pertama nih spesifik, dia cerita tentang inhabitednya dia. Terus bicara tentang physical performance-nya. Dia itu kayak apa sih secara fisik, itu stop. Tapi kalau kita ada di paragraf ini, kalau kita mau ngomongin sesuatu itu contradiction. Kalau kita mau bilang, my girlfriend is the most pretty creature in the world, or the most special one in the world, itu nggak akan habis hanya dalam satu paragraf. It is different when you are talking about your mom physical appearance, your girlfriend physical appearance, or your favorite pet physical appearance. Or when you are talking about a certain creature, and then you are focusing on its inhabitant. Pasti spesifik. Nah, kalau kita menemukan sentence, ini ceritanya tentang ini nih, all the paragraph, all the text, it is too general. Oh, berarti dia kemungkinan thesis statement, and you have to read closely to the first paragraph. Ini itu introduction, atau langsung nih introduction body paragraph, tapi introduction yang ada thesis statement itu pasti ada background knowledge-nya. Beda dengan introduction yang di teks yang hanya ada topic sentence, pasti dia talking about the definitions. You can just compare it and the previous one. I hope from this example we can get clearer understanding, or at least now you have realized that, oh, there is totally different idea between thesis statement and topic sentence. Okay. In my class, I will never go in hurry. I will never push our class for always meet the learning objective and lesson plan that I have already made. My focus is on the process, and I will make sure that all of us really understand about it. For example, today, almost 1.5 hours. Yeah, 1.5 hours. We only talk about thesis statement. And I also believe that maybe some of you still questioning, kok ini thesis statement sih, kok bukan topic sentence? It's okay, we are processing. Later, with many sample paragraph, we can get more sample data that can help you to understand it well. Now, you can compare it with the second paragraph. KFC is taking every chance it can manufacture the term bla bla bla. Jadi dia mendonasikan 50 sen dari setiap penjualan pink bucket of chicken sold. Nah, kalau dia thesis statement, ini bedanya dengan yang thesis statement. Lihat the next sentence. For its part, Coleman is announcing on its website that KFC for the cure are teaming up spread educational messaging via a major national campaign which will reach thousands of communities served by nearly 5,000 KFC restoran. Nah, setelah ini, apakah dia diikuti oleh background knowledge atau detail? Pasti dia diikuti tentang detail. Dia comments is announcing on its website, supporting detailnya adalah apa yang dia umumkan. Kalau campaigns ini akan menyebarkan blast educational messaging via major national campaigns yang akan menjangkau setidaknya ribuan komunitas yang served by nearly 5 yang disupport oleh setidaknya 5.000 outlet KFC. Nah, ini kalau di atas we live in a world of profound contradiction. Oke, kita tahu kontradiksinya antara cancer dengan KFC. Tapi apakah sudah selesai ini? Apakah sudah selesai? Apakah kontradiksi ini langsung diikuti oleh detail dan supporting detail? Just let's say that it is ironic that the largest bla bla bla, apakah dia itu menjelaskan bahwa it is contradiction? It is discussing it as a background knowledge. Dia mendeskripsikan kontradiksi ini dengan menunjukkan bahwa ini ironis loh. Kok cancer yang pure cancer, kok dia berpartnernya dengan KFC. Kemudian apakah kontradiksinya itu hanya selesai sampai di situ saja? The program began last month and run through the end of May. Beda dengan yang kedua, mendonasikan 50 sen, kemudian itu dijelaskan lagi nih, dari 5.000 outlet KFC yang tersebar di, for example, USA. Nanti paragraf selanjutnya itu juga akan menceritakan lagi kontradiksi yang lainnya. Apa sih programnya? Program yang diberikan oleh what is this campaigns atau komen? Okay. Nah, kita akan sampai sini. I hope that I can find the full text of this part. Kalau tidak salah, itu ada di the last paragraph. Oh, tidak ada di sini. Oke, I will try to find. Nah, ini nanti ada latihan-latihan. We are going to keep discussing about it. Ya, discussing about it. Kita masih akan bahas ini. Jadi minggu depan kita akan bertemu lagi untuk sharing session di tiap kelompok. Kemudian Miss Dewi akan berikan other example of thesis statement and also topic sentence analysis. Dan yang untuk target teks 2-nya kita leave it dulu. Yang teks 2-nya kita tinggalkan dulu, jangan dibaca dulu. Kita fokus di kegiatan yang akan kita kerjakan minggu depan. Setelah ini, bila ada waktu luang, tolong selesaikan PowerPoint-nya. Di situ ada latihan-latihan untuk menentukan main idea, topic sentence. You can share with your friend. Kemudian jangan lupa flip back again, di-review lagi paragraf analisis yang sudah kalian lakukan kemarin. Nah, kita ketemu lagi minggu depan. At least I start with your curiosity today. I hope that during 1 week or more than 7 days, you dig more information. So next week, we are going to have a live discussion about topic sentence and thesis statement. Okay, any comment first before I dismiss to this meeting? Kalau masih ada yang, aduh, ini bingung nih, it's okay, just let it. It is one process that we have to pass. Kalau tanpa kebingungan, tanpa kesusahan dan kesulitan, that is not learning. Nah, kadang, based on my experience, because I am not one of bright students, my average is so-so. Saya merasa saya itu kemampuannya itu so-so biasa. Jadi saya menemukan banyak sekali kebingungan-kebingungan. But one day when I can find, finally I can find the answer, it will last longer in my mind. And it will be also easier for me to share my best practice to others. Sometimes if you ask other lecturer or maybe other student, you are asking, how do you learn English? Because they never have any difficulty, they will answer, I don't know, I just learn it and I can gain it. But if you ask to someone like me, that I have already telling honestly that I am a so-so person, they also have many difficulties in learning English, since English is not my second language. It is totally foreign language in my life. So I can really share. For example, one strategy that I share you. Some people never have difficulty in pronunciation. Banyak orang yang nggak ada difficulty in pronunciation. Letters in my bachelor degree. In have any I have very hard effort in writing or struggling with my pronunciation. What did I do? I read aloud every day in 10 until 15 minutes. Sebentar kok itu. Reading aloud just like what I did before. Dibaca lantang. Kalau ada yang aku nggak tahu nih cara pronounce-nya, cari phonetic transcription-nya. Kemudian it is also hard for me to read. I always force myself. Even until now, Miss Devi is very reluctant to read. Sampai sekarang itu saya, aduh kalau disuruh baca males banget. So how do I solve it? I always try with novel, just like this. I have to finish it. Something that you love first. Setidaknya kalau misalkan saya tidak baca jurnal, tapi 1 minggu ini saya selesaikan novel ini, itu sama dengan reading. So I don't skip this process. Kemudian saya susah banget nih dengan writing. Writing is very challenging for some people. So you have to start write something in very short. Caranya apa? Start with very short descriptive text. Semester lalu kalian sudah belajar descriptive text. It can start from your environment, from your picture. Wah, aku ini baru interest sama ini nih, BTS for example. Ya udah, misalkan gambarnya Jimin, and then you describe him with all of your heart. Pasti improve sendiri, but you cannot skip any progress that you have already planned for improving your English. Ya, jadi nggak boleh di skip. Kalau capek, everyone can be so exhausted with that process because it is learning process. Learning is not something fun. It needs struggle and challenge. Ya cari caranya. Misalkan, wah saya kalau listening kok dengerinnya speech, wah sangat-sangat tidak suka, Miss. Ya udah dengerinnya song, but you have to really pay attention on single words that you heard and then find the meaning. Buat self-learning kalian ini sesuatu yang menyenangkan. You know best about yourself. Okay, so this is also motivation that I hope that all of you, all my children, my student in this class, since I am also your parent, your partner, your friend in this program, so I will never getting tired for always motivating you to be better in mastering this subject and also mastering English as general. Okay, then thank you very much for today. If there is no more comment and questions, just make a reflection after this. Okay, goodbye. I will end meeting here. Goodbye.
Yes, yes.
Goodbye, Miss.